Welcome to Subramani.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about a very negative oriented topic called budget, right? But I'm going to talk to you as to how a budget puts your financial act in place, right? So budget is something which almost all of us need, except if you're a government and you can just go on and on printing notes without having to worry, like the US. Even the US makes a budget, but I don't know why they make a budget, right? They don't have. But if you're typically like all of us, you're earning money because you have some goals with which you want to do something, you are better off making a budget. So budget is for a budget to be effective, it has to be habitual, right? Like getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth or taking bath or things like that. You just get habituated doing it, and then it is effective. You cannot say I'll brush my teeth once a month, right? So that doesn't happen. So once you set your goals, you need to know how to achieve them, and so therefore a budget helps you. So first go set your goals, and then you realize that you're short of money for achieving some goals. You realize the best way to do that is to increase your income, right? It is not to reduce your expenses. Of course, in the short run, and immediate short run, it will be to reduce expenses. But in the long run, it is always necessary to increase your income, because reducing expenses is a little negative and it has limitations. Whereas increasing income is open-ended, and you can just go on to a number which is infinite, right? So first thing first, you will create an emergency fund. And this is a little tricky. What is an emergency fund got to be used for? It has really got to be used only for emergency. It can't be used to buying clothes. And by emergency, I mean it could be a medical emergency. Normally, that is the only emergency. The other emergency could be a car repair. You had a car accident and the car also needs some repair, so that could come out of your emergency fund. Or your house repair, there's some leakage and something has to be fixed, and you can't say I don't have money to do that. So these are only three kind of repairs: one for your body, one for your car, and one for your house, right? So largely it's kind of a repair fund. And how much money should you have in this? At least about 4-5 months expenses, 6 months expenses, plus you have unused portion of your credit card. Assuming you don't use your credit card much and you have a card with a 5 lakh rupee limit, and you have used only to the extent of 50,000, so you have 4.5 lakhs there. And if your household expenses are say 1 lakh a month, so another 6 lakhs, so about 10-11 lakhs of emergency fund lying somewhere. Preferably some in the savings bank account, some in the bank FD, some in the money market liquid fund. This kind of combination, and very clearly to be used only for these things. Your wife also, your children also know that emergency fund is for emergency, and these are the only three things which we define as emergency. We do not keep on saying buying clothes is emergency, then it is unending, then this amount will never get accumulated. So how to use this fund has to be very strict. You cannot be flippant about it. After this, you downsize and you substitute things like whatever. If you can buy a smaller car, or even think of shifting to a smaller house if it's rented, or shifting to a different suburb. In every suburb there are some places which are, for example, Bandra will be more expensive than Santa Cruz, right? So obviously, if you are in Bandra and you need to downsize, you can come to Santa Cruz. It's not a very big come down, but you will definitely save money on rent. So that way you can get rid of some high interest cost debt. If you've got some other debt, you've got credit card debt, and if you've got personal loans, getting rid of them will again reduce your expenses because you will pay lesser interest, right? So some kind of downsizing is always useful. And after this, what you should be doing, first of all, budgeting, like I said, looks a little negative. So focus on rewards, which means focus on some short-term goals. I need new curtains for my house is a very good short-term goal. So it could be 3 months, 4 months. Then you say, in 6 months, I want to make a down payment for a new car, or in 2 years I want to make a down payment for a new car. I will use this car for 6 years instead of 5. So, or I'll use this car for 7 years instead of 6. Those kind of small things. But yeah, 1 year extension or a 2 year extension, or you say I will use this car for 200,000 kilometers. If you're a big user, that could still take a long time, right? So those kind of substitutions can put more cash in your hand. So having short-term goals, achieving them, a nice pat in the back, that helps you achieve the satisfaction of saying, oh, I made budgets and I stuck to them, right? After this, go and find new sources of income. Why should you find new sources of income after you do all this? Because there's a funny way how all the extra money that you get, you find ways to fritter it away also if you are not working to a plan. Now you made your budget and you find you've got about 25,000 rupees shortage on a monthly basis. Great, that's the time to look for some side hustle which will give you 25,000 extra per month. And now that you have the 25,000, you know exactly what to do. Now if you had just gone and got a job which gave you extra 25,000, that would have also got frittered away, right? So now first learn how to move your money tightly, invest it, and it could have some other short-term goals also. It could have a short-term goal like saying, I want to have 25 lakhs in my account for retirement by the time I'm 31. I should have 2 crores in my account by the age of 42, and this account is for my retirement. So you put those numbers in place, and those numbers could also be targets. Now here is a combination that you're putting in some money, you're investing money, and the market is also helping it grow. Now in this combination, your target which you should have achieved at 42, you may suddenly achieve it at 40 or 41. So suddenly you have some extra money, which means no money needs to go into retirement for a year. So you have that extra cushion to maybe upgrade your car or do some furnishing in your house. So having these goals helps, and achieving these goals and achieving some of these goals little earlier than what you thought, right? This gives tremendous pleasure. So this is the way to look at budgeting very positively and give you a kick for doing it. And that's the way going forward, achieving your goals, long term, short term, whatever it is. This is how you should be using your budget to achieve these goals.